Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's episode is a solo cold camping adventure up here in the mountains in some fresh active snowfall. So this is Boomer's very first actual snow camping trip while it's actively snowing and the ground's covered in snow. It is currently 0 degrees Celsius and +1, bouncing in between there, so just about solid freezing. Boomer's loving it. He's running around here in the snow, staying a little bit wet, but honestly, he's actually not cold. I'm gonna leave the tent door wide open so when he does wanna go in, he can go right inside of the sleeping bag and get nice and warm that way. And we'll be sure to take his synthetic jacket off, which will dry out very quickly tonight. Dry it out and it'll be nice and warm for the morning. So this is not a hot tent adventure. There's no wood stove for him to cuddle up to. So we're gonna be paying very close attention to him. And yes, he does have booties on the way. However, his feet are totally fine right now, so no worries there. And like I said, the tent door is wide open. He's more than welcome to go in and out as he pleases. So, talking about the tent, we've got it totally set up right now. I've got one vestibule on the foot end of the tent that I'm gonna leave open for all the gear later on this evening. And then I've got the vestibule right behind me with the door, with a ground mat, wax canvas ground sheet. That's gonna be my working area. So, it is time for a hot drink. So let's get after that hot coffee, guys. So Boomer, you go around and play. I'm gonna start on a hot drink. All right, everybody, got a hot cup of coffee on the go right now. It is cooling off very quickly. You guys can probably see a tiny bit of steam. So this is a common theme, trying to have coffee in the wintertime. It cools off fast. So got the canister stove here. If I need to reheat it, I can crank it on for a second and reheat it very quickly. I've got to say, this is absolutely peaceful. It is moody, it is dramatic and cloudy in the sky. It is white with snow, it's crisp and cold. My kind of camping trip, definitely. And Boomer, where are you? Come here. Up. Boomer is still enjoying it. He's trying to weasel his way into the tent though. I'm not going to stop him. Like I said, if he needs to get in there, he needs to get in there. So we will be getting him some hot food and warm water as well, so he can snack on that, stay a little bit warm, and basically just kind of relax on this camping trip. I'm not too sure if I'm going to do a campfire. It just doesn't really seem logical. I might, I don't know, we'll see where the day takes us. There's a couple trees off in the distance that look like they're nice and dry, and a couple over in this area. We'll see where the day takes us and how cold this little guy gets, and we'll take it from there. But for now, cheers everybody, hot coffee in the snow. All right, guys, I've got a fair bit of firewood collected, a mix of hardwood and softwood. It looks like the hardwood is actually soaking wet, so we'll see if that dries out enough to actually burn or turn into coals. If not, it's just going to be a fire of pine and spruce, which is going to be very quick. As you guys can see, it is getting dark. It was a lot of work gathering that, and I've got to turn my attention to cooking food. So it is getting noticeably colder. It's about -1 degree Celsius right now. Boomer's still running around having a good time. He just ate. He had a bunch of food, and he's full of energy right now. So I'm now going to eat, and I've got noodles, some vegetables, and a couple things I need to prep up. I'm going to do it on the canister stove and then light the fire afterwards. That way I'm nice and warm and totally cleaned up and ready to relax. So let's get cooking. All right, guys, so hanging out inside of the tent vestibule right now. The snow is coming down pretty significantly right now. This was totally unexpected. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna do a fire. Now, I am gonna try my best to get out there, but realistically, to go out there and sit in the snow and get totally soaking wet with a non-hot tent seems a little foolish to me, so I don't know. I might get out there and like that. I might just hunker in here, get dry, get some clean clothes on, and relax inside the down sleeping bag with Boomer. We got some hot food on the go right now, so I don't know. I'm gonna think about it for a few minutes, relax, enjoy this beautiful snowfall from the vestibule of the door. Awesome out here. So I'm gonna think about that fire, guys, but right now I'm gonna finish up my food and start relaxing. All right, guys, all finished up with supper. The snow's not letting up, and honestly, I'm not feeling a campfire tonight. I really would like the warmth and the dryness, but that sleeping bag is calling our name. We got to get in there, get this door shut, stop all the snow from blowing in, and maybe we'll light a fire in the morning. I'm not too sure, but right now, I'm soaked, I'm freezing cold. Fire just doesn't seem like a necessity, so like I said, we're gonna jump in, zip this door shut, get into some comfier clothes, and we'll catch up with you guys inside. All right, guys, so climbing inside of the tent, got the doors totally shut, and Boomer is starting to get cold, actually, so why don't you jump in here, bud? Come on. Gonna get his wet jacket off in just a moment, but get him warmed up first. So both doors, outer doors, are totally shut. I have both the inner doors of the tent wide open right now. I'm gonna be zipping those shut so it's just solid panel to hopefully stop some of the breeze coming in and hold in a little bit of heat. Ultimately, it's gonna be a pretty lazy night in here. I'm kind of bummed out. I really wanted that campfire, but I think this is definitely a smarter choice where he's cold and just everything going on right now. It's dark, it's well past having a fire time. So I think it's gonna be a smart choice. Very rare do I decide not to do a fire, but this is one of those times you just gotta know not to do it. So I'm gonna be crawling inside, shutting the cameras off for the evening, get these doors shut, get changed into some dry clothes. My boots are going to be horrific in the morning because they're wet right now. They're gonna freeze overnight. So that's gonna be a fun time. Well, I'm gonna worry about that in the morning. Not gonna worry about it right now. So I'm gonna get this wet jacket off of him, and basically we're gonna start relaxing. So we're gonna say goodnight to you guys, and I will see you first thing in the morning for coffee. Good night, guys. Good morning, everybody. It is a radically different atmosphere out here today. So let's just start with explaining last night. It got really snowy, the winds kicked up, the temperatures dipped to -3 degrees Celsius, and then skyrocketed up to about +2, +3 degrees Celsius, and it started raining, like heavy, windy rain. It is currently fine misting rain, but it's a very, very constant rain, so it is actually really wet outside. The winds are picking up, and there's no more snow. I have a little patch of snow here in the vestibule area, in the grass, and that's it. Everything else is melted. So we're hunkering inside of the tent this morning. Unfortunately, the rain is making its way in a little ways, so I'm sitting farther back into the tent as opposed to in the vestibule. But it's working. I could go to the other side. It doesn't really bother me right now. We're only going to be doing coffee, a quick breakfast, and then packing up. Unfortunately, right now I'm looking at all the firewood that I collected yesterday. It's still sitting out there. So I'm not going to be doing a campfire. This is probably, now that I thought about it last night, probably the only time that I've ever cut and processed firewood at that level and not used it. So a first for me, for sure. I'd be interested in hearing anything from you guys or girls out there if you guys have had a similar experience where you cut all the firewood and just not use it. A little bit bummed out about that. I really wanted that campfire, and I know Boomer really wanted that campfire too. So, like I said, good morning, hot coffee. We're gonna relax here looking out at this misty, oh, it's beautiful out there. It's misty, it's cloudy, and there's rolling hills of pine and spruce trees poking up. So looking out the tent door now, I got the rain coming in. It's pretty awesome. So good morning, everybody. Hot coffee. Alright guys, got everything packed inside of the backpack despite all the wind and the rain. It is starting to get quite a bit colder right now, so we're going to be boogieing out of here. Boomer's starting to get cold and he definitely has got to get moving. So I want to thank you guys for joining us on this adventure, and until next time, peace out, and we'll see you in the next one.